Hi, I'd like to talk about product-led growth and our free trial and how the use of our free trial has evolved over time. Let's start with a quick overview of product-led growth. And despite its name, it's not a product strategy. It's really a whole company strategy focused on making sure that your product is the best marketing and sales tool that you've got for acquiring, monetizing, retaining, and growing your customers. A core part of our PLG strategy is the free trial. And we use the free trial in 3 different ways, and it's important to understand how those ways differ. As context, this is a quick diagram of our classic sales-led motion, where marketing and sales are identifying and qualifying prospects, and once qualified, they put them into a proof of concept, which means spinning up a POC cluster, and then works with that prospect throughout the entire POC, ultimately focusing on closing them into a pro or an enterprise or a TSC sale. The first way we use our free trial is really as a modification of that motion, where once qualified, instead of putting a prospect into a POC, we put them into the free trial. And the advantage there is it's easier to get them into the free trial and it costs us less. We've also added in more recently Team Edition, and the advantage there is if the prospect at the end of the free trial isn't ready to go with Pro or Enterprise or TSC, we can sell them Team Edition and then focus on upselling them later. Because this is mostly a modification of what we have been doing for many years, the value to us here is medium. When we look at the second way that we use our free trial, this is really where you start to see the value of product-led growth. Here we have all the various functions of our company, from marketing and sales and using the website itself and product and partners, all with initiatives focused on driving as many people as possible into the free trial. And then we make sure that if one of those prospects is either an ideal customer profile prospect, or if we see that they're highly engaged with the free trial, we want to make sure that sales is engaged with them. And as before, sales can focus then on selling them into a pro or enterprise or TSC or possibly Team Edition. The value here is that we're driving a lot more leads because we're using the free trial as a way to attract and qualify all of these prospects. And we're also seeing that the close rates are higher and that the sales cycles are a lot shorter. So because of this, the value to us is high. And let's take a look at some of the numbers. Over the last 6 months, we've had over 2,000 people activate their free trial. And of those, about 15.5%, which is a few points higher than our average, have become qualified opportunities. But the real number I want to focus on is what percentage of those opportunities become closed won deals. And there the number is 20%. And if we compare that to what our average is for all opportunities, we see that it's 6.5%. So if it is sourced from the free trial, we go from 6.5% to 20% close rate. If we look at some other numbers and we look only at deals that made it to at least sales stage S1, which is the 3rd stage in our sales process, we see that opportunities that were sourced from the free trial, the close rate there is 29% versus 14% if there was no free trial. And when we're looking at companies that have at least 1,000 employees, with the free trial, we're seeing that the average sales cycle is 147 days compared to 268 days if the free trial is not involved. So if you're in the field, the best way to take advantage of this is to take any of your prospects that are in the M1 or S1 sales stages and make sure you're putting them into the free trial. The third way we're using our free trial is as a full self-service PLG sales motion. Here, as before, we have the different areas of our company all focused on driving as many prospects as possible into the free trial. And then we're using the free trial, particularly for small and medium-sized businesses, to, in a more automated fashion, move them into Team Edition as a low-touch or no-touch process. Then the focus is to get hundreds and thousands of these Team Edition customers and then have sales focus on upselling those. The advantage of this model is that we're opening up a huge market for us of SMB customers that we can sell to. It's our lowest customer acquisition cost because it's mostly process-oriented and automated. We also then can scale this because of that automation. It's a lot easier to scale this process. And we end up with hundreds and thousands of customers that we can upsell to. So the value to us here is very high. This is why we're driving everybody into the free trial. This is why PLG and the free trial is so important to this company. This is how we're going to 10x the company. So thanks for listening, and if you have any comments or questions, let me know.